Hello and welcome to Health 430. My name is Mickey Yanchevsky, and the purpose of this slide presentation is to introduce you to the class and what some of the expectations are. This class is flipped, and we're going to first go over what that means. A flipped class, assignments and lectures that used to be done in class or face-to-face are now done online. The days that we don't meet are not free days for you to skip class. Those days are like face-to-face classes. You should schedule them in your calendar. You can either use them to work in your groups or teams and have team meetings, or you can use them for online assignments. Either way, you need to remember that the days that are free are not designed for you to skip class. One of the benefits of having a flipped class is that you can watch the lectures whenever you want versus having to watch them in the classroom. So these are some key points on how to pass Health 430. The first item is there's really no excuse for you to miss meetings. The times that we don't meet are used for your groups to plan for the health fair. The reason the course is set up to meet Tuesdays and Fridays or Thursdays and Fridays is to allow your classes to meet together on Fridays either for lectures or for planning the health fairs. The other thing to consider is that you have to stay on top of all the assignments. When you look at the syllabus and you see the number of assignments, it may seem daunting, but many of the assignments are very small. And each of the small assignments is designed to help you do well on your larger assignments. Make sure you take time to do well, no last-minute work. Every one of you should have learned this in Health 315, and that is to produce high-quality work. You cannot wait until the last minute. And the last item is if you're having problems, please contact me so I can help you work through the situations. I need to know about any problems that you're having as they're occurring or before they occur. Telling me after the problem ends or the situation ends is not at all helpful for you or for helping me help you through the class. Another item is to work hard all semester. This is a course where you need to consistently work hard. You cannot work hard just at the end or just at the beginning. You need to stay engaged with your group. Those students who are thoroughly engaged with the group tend to get A's and B's. Those students who are not thoroughly engaged with their group tend to get C's, D's, or F's. When your group has a problem, the first thing you should do is attempt to solve the problem within your group. If you cannot solve the problem within your group, then you need to come see me, just as if you would in a work setting. You would try to solve a problem at work first, and if you couldn't, you would then go to the supervisor to ask for some assistance. Make sure you do what is asked of you. Make sure you look at what is required in each of the assignments. Make sure you make the time to be successful. And anytime your average falls below an 80, it's time to worry. The reason that is true is because if your grade is below a B- on the small assignments, it's very difficult to write an A or B paper. Each of the small assignments leads up to a bigger paper, so by skipping them or not doing well on them, it tends to have you do worse, C or worse work on your larger assignments. Some other important issues: if you have forgotten how to use APA format, make sure you either buy a book, use Purdue OWL, or use Towson University's library website because it also has APA formatting. Make sure you take the time to check your spelling and grammar. Make sure your larger papers have an introduction, a body, and a summary. You should be introducing your paper. The body of your paper should be exactly what you said you were going to do, and the summary of your paper should tell the reader what you've just done. Make sure you proof all the papers before you submit, and make sure you follow the directions that are given. A lot of times students lose points in this class because they are not detail-oriented. They do not read the directions, and therefore when they submit their work, it is not what is required. So the next two slideshows that you're going to look at, one is to look at the syllabus, and the last one is to look at the Blackboard page. My goal for you in this class before we leave this presentation is I want you to learn how to work in groups successfully and effectively. And I want you to be able to apply all of the material you've learned in your undergraduate degree to a real-life project where you get to plan, implement, and evaluate a health education event, which in this case is a health fair. Thanks for watching the slide presentation, and I look forward to seeing you in class.